Hey guys, this is The Dialogue. In this video, I'm showcasing a range of celebrities who read mean tweets about themselves and reveal their true feelings in the form of micro expressions. This is short, but it's very revealing, so let's jump in.
Kate Hudson is a dead-eyed trash bag that smells like low tide.
She laughed her head off, which was great. But right there, she turtlenecked herself. So what she was doing is she was protecting herself when she heard that mean tweet about herself. Turtling means putting her head in and her shoulders up.
Melissa McCarthy is the Medea of white people.
Okay, so let's have a look at Melissa again.
Of white people.
Right there. She closed her eyes, and what she's saying is, I really don't accept what you said, so I'm going to close my eyes. However, there is a little bit of sadness in her mouth, and her jaws is tensing a little bit. That means that she's sad that someone thinks that about her. Now, this one is very subtle, but let's have a look at her jaw and her neck.
Jane Lynch have bigger than Ultimate Warrior.
Did you see that? Okay, so if we go back just a bit, let's see what her neck does. Okay, so she pulls it back a bit, and she's actually surprised by what she saw. That is surprise. What? So let's look at Margot Robbie. She's got a little bit of contempt in her mouth. Let's have a look.
Tongue punch in the fart box is a neglected phrase. Use it today. Example, Margot Robbie deserves a tongue punch in the fart box.
So there's slight contempt when her lip sort of goes this way, and that happens about 3 times throughout that little segment.
He deserves a tongue punch in the fart box.
There you go. A little bit of contempt right there.
Anthony Mackie is probably just angry that he looks like a f***ing aardvark.
Did you pick it up? His lip went this way. Contempt. Sometimes a raising of the lip to the right or left can mean sarcasm, and it can also mean superiority. But no, he's definitely thinking, how dare she? Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde's forehead is the same size as my left ass cheek, and I weigh 250 pounds.
Did you see that? Her eyebrows went up. She was surprised. And I weigh 250 pounds.
So I'll let you imagine just how big that must be.
And then she holds the pose, which a lot of actors do. Rudd.
The most boring vanilla dude. You know, he just sits at home with his wife having a bland spaghetti dinner, talking about his day. That's pretty funny.
Okay, so we saw that little swish of the head. It wasn't really funny to him. He was in denial that it was actually funny. So his body's saying, not very funny, but his mouth is saying funny. Back further, there was a bit of contempt as he was reading the tweet. This one's quite a good one with Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe is delightfully paradoxical in that he is a huge with a small penis.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Pursed lips put together. He's not happy. He's quite angry with that tweet, but he's playing along with it. And he laughs, so he enjoyed it. So rather than looking at Gwen Stefani, if you look at the guys, specifically this guy, once she reads the tweet.
You're no doubt. The only thing in doubt is whether your music makes me want to puke or kill myself and then puke. Sincerely, everyone.
Right there. So we've got this guy with pursed lips, angry. We've got this guy who had contempt where his lip raised, and this guy who just literally looked the other way and didn't want to know. These guys are pretty much straight, but like Gwen, with a little raised eyebrow. So this one is sadness. So let's look at her body language.
When I get pregnant, I'm going to pull a Jessica Simpson and gain 598 pounds.
Right there. So she's got a sad face on. That's lowered lips pointing downwards and a little furrowed of the chin. She's actually sad about that.
Zooey Deschanel is overrated. I think I'm underrated.
Okay, did you see that? So she did a bit of a head swish or a head swipe. So she's trying to swipe that comment away and assert herself. So swiping and asserting. That's why she lifted up her chin, and she said that as well.
I think I'm underrated.
I liked Kristen Stewart more when she was a boy.
Okay, there. So she has pursed lips pushed together. That means anger. She also had a bit of a swallow, so she wasn't happy about that one.
If you climbed inside Snooki's vagina, it would probably be like the Pacific Ocean.
Did you see that? That was sadness, and that was also anger. So sadness and anger mixed into one. And lastly,
Colin Farrell in True Detective looks like he smells like depressed couch farts. Detective looks like he smells like depressed.
so if we look at that, he's touching his ears. Why is he touching his ears? Because the blood is rushing to his ears. It tends to run to your nose or to your ears when you're anxious and nervous. And he's itching it because it's itchy.
Depressed couch farts.
Shrug. Two shrugs there at the end.
Couch farts.
One shrug. Two shrugs, and the closing of the mouth. So there's a cluster of emotions with our dear Colin Farrell. He can't hide it. Nervousness, but he did have a lot of laughter, anger, a little bit of anger, content probably at the end of the day. Can't believe what happened. Thanks. Hope you learned something. Please like and subscribe and ding my bell. Cheers. The dialogue.